Finally put a face to the voice, huh? How y'all doing? So, Virgos. Okay. As the title says, no more revolvable doors for anyone. There's friends, family, old lovers, new lovers. It's retrograde, so them past motherfuckers. Not happening. We're not doing this right here. So while I shuffle, I got a throwback for you, okay? A throwback. If you can guess who this artist is, drop her name in the comment section, please. Oh yeah. Or enough. Oh, yeah. That's why I thought if I took my time, that everything in love would be right. But as soon as I close my eyes, I was saying to love again. But I guess I'm lonely, broken heart, lost my love. I can start again all alone, broken heart. It's a hurting thing to get over. No more friendly conversation. Next time I will be totally sure. Don't want to be lonely. In and out of love, it's all that like your heart should. So I listen to all advice. What you say? And remember each time I cry, then I get they don't sing like this no more, y'all. In high, I can start again. While I'm rolling, broken hearted. It's so hard. Things to get over. Things to get over. So I listen to all that. Okay. Woo! Woo! Okay, Spirit better talk then, huh? Okay, let me get these cards situated. 1 second. That was next. That was next. Give me 1 second, you guys. Okay, Virgos. Sorry. Y'all like my artwork? Okay. I did this. This at the top is a hibiscus flower. In the middle is a sunflower, and at the bottom, I honestly don't know what kind of flower that is. It looks tribal though. I did that with old Halloween face paint, Crayolas, and I did those with color pencils. The hibiscus flower with color pencils. I don't know, you guys. I was feeling these pearls and this peach little overcoat, and something told me to grab my pink Himalayan. See what's going on. Clear the energy. Ooh. I did that a little fast towards the end of the video. Let me slow it down. But I believe y'all got our energy right. Shall we talk about this Mercury retrograde? And what is it, Pisces? Whew. Y'all, this one right here, something serious. Had me wanting to bite a motherfucking head off. Because I'm going to let Jesus handle it. Because if I handle it, I'm going to go to jail. Straight to the penitentiary. Then I'm going to affirm that I got enough bail money to get the fuck out. I affirm I have enough bail money to get the fuck out. I pray I don't even ever go. Okay, you guys. These are my cards. We have the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Hermit. So Virgo, we came out in our own reading. The Eight of Swords, the Strength card, Arcana card. King of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse. The Two of Cups. The Ten of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Cups. The Page of Swords. The Two of Swords. And the Four of Swords. Ooh, we got a lot of swords out here, but we're cutting out some shit. Okay. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. And to all of my 5 subscribers, hey you guys. Hey. Okay, let's see. I am an intuitive reader, but I stick to the primary meaning of the tarot cards. This is your girl, intuitively insightful, highly empathic, definitely intuitive, no doubt about that. Okay. The lyrics to Brandy's song was, I'm only brokenhearted. Life's not over. I can start again. Starting over sometimes is not necessarily a bad thing. Gotta remove something good from your life to give you something better, okay? And y'all, let me say, if the good is going right now and he take it away, I can only imagine how much more I'm going to enjoy the better when it arrives. So, with that being said, don't trip off of the people that you've had to cut out your life. Them homegirls that been saying that little slick shit, you positive to them, but they're negative towards you. Yeah, let that go. Don't even miss that. A lot of people are so used to sorry, I feel like my Bible's just trying to flare up. Anyways, a lot of people are so used to the negative that they will endure fuck shit. I'm a fuck motherfucker, but act indecent towards a genuine person in their life because they have yet to know who they are. They have yet to tap into self-love. And that's a person that's still elevating at their 3D dimensional selves, that lower vibrational status. And for all my Virgos that are tuned in, we have extended, we have risen above the bullshit, and we will not entertain it. We don't have to accept it because we know that we're worth it. A lot of us Virgos, I feel like we know that we're worth it, but sometimes we couldn't see it through on how to obtain better, on how to be greater. Sometimes when you're so caught up in the now, you don't know how to free yourself and allow your mind to exhaust you to a whole nother level. That's why it's important that Spirit is asking us to stay childlike, because when you're childlike, the imagination just carries you to a whole nother venture. My nose is itching. I must be young. Okay, Spirit, I'm hitting home. Okay. Being childlike is to have fun. In order to be creative, you have to have fun. There has to be this joy, this some type of happiness, some sort of fulfillment, some type of passion, some type of, my nose just keeps itching. Ooh. It's a sensation of you just following this energetic flow, right? It could be just a vibe through music. It could be a spark of inspiration from a commercial. It could be an idea that just suddenly pops into your mind. And all you know is that for those of you who are artistic like me, all you know is that I need to put a pen in my hand. I need to color. I need to draw. I need to get this out of my system. Something is telling me to create. Let me, whatever this image is in my mind, let me make it befold upon my own 2 very eyes onto a carbon copy, onto a hard drive, onto some type of element that is meant to hold the display of that creative streak. that you just, oh, my nose is itchy. That creative streak that just struck the hell out of you. Let me say it like that. It's one of those things like, oh my gosh. It's kind of like a That's So Raven moment. Like, oh my gosh, like a premonition. Like, I don't know what this means or why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm feeling this push towards to using these certain colors. Or I'm feeling pushed towards using these certain type of stones. Or I'm feeling pushed to play this genre of music. I'm feeling pushed towards this idea in my mind. You guys, it's all about going with the flow. And a part of being childlike is laughing more, getting out. A lot of us with this hermit card, the home is our safe haven. We can cry, we can smile, we can pass gas, and we don't have to worry about trying to put on our best selves for anyone because it's just us. We can accept the good, the bad, the ugly when it comes to ourselves. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes to displaying it, you're not going to catch a Virgo slipping. Everything is all right. Everything is perfect. We're good. We're fine, But those that truly know themselves, like I know myself, home is where I really let my hair down. But when you get hit with that creative streak and you're just being led by spirit, it's a momentum of energy. It's a sort of moment where you're still, but you're spiritually and energetically just rapidly going. That's like Zeus. Everyone knows about the Greek gods. That's like Zeus lightning bolt striking your ass and getting struck by lightning like Benjamin Franklin. And then when that lightning stops, you were just so filled with all these electrons that you were just going to burst. You're just bound to burst with something that is so unique and world changing. It could be a new business venture. It could just be art. It could just be a positive outlet. It could just be something that you've been pondering on, that you've been sitting there thinking about doing, but now you finally got the agility to go forward and take a leap of faith with it. You know what I'm saying? And it all requires strength. And to be childlike, you guys, we need to stop. Don't be critical of ourselves. Make a mistake and say, fuck it. You can't learn, you can't grow unless you make a mistake. So if you make a mistake along the way, just say fuck it. Don't be critical on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself, Virgos. Just let it ride. Let me ride. Yeah, this reading is going to be a little different. I'm not even told to hold up the cards and go card by card because I'm just going to get the gist of the story and then you're just going to feel me, okay? I keep moving this hair in my face. I don't really like hair in my eyes, but then I can rock it. Yeah. So if you see me moving my hair, please don't get annoyed. I'm just trying to keep it back so I can tap in. A lot of us have been picking up on energies from certain people that were being decoded. Since this is retrograde, we have had a few exes. Every time I scratch my nose, you guys, my nose is not itching like this before I did this reading. Even pertaining to friends, some ex-lovers have come back. Even some family members. But y'all, let me tell y'all, no matter what front these people have put on, it's just something internally in you that is like, this motherfucker must not realize I have grown. That I'm not the same individual that I used to be. That means you can't handle me like in that fashion. You have to handle me accordingly. And I'm setting the tone. I'm showing you how I want to be treated. How dare you play with me? For example, like one of my exes had kind of hit me up through social media. But every time I would kind of conversate with this joker, it's these type of comments. Oh, okay, I see you know a little something. Little? Nigga, you dealing with an empress. Bitch, and a high priestess too? Motherfucker, I'm going to read you your life in 2.5 seconds just for my intuitive instincts. Don't call my a lot little. When someone uses the word little, that's an insult. I don't care how they smile through it. Oh, yeah, I see you know a little something. Yeah, your charm is not working. I felt all that negative energy. Virgos, you have had people in your atmosphere recently who've been kind of throwing you down, going against you. See, what you got to understand is, how you gonna tell me about me and you still out here making these worldly ass decisions? You still out here not loving yourself. People will prey upon you to find an insecurity to make themselves feel this much higher than you, because in reality, they know that they are this much lower than you. That's disgusting to me. Just respect the level that I'm on. You don't know the hard work, the tears I've cried, the amount of times I prayed, how many affirmations I have proclaimed, and how many long days and nights I spent manifesting and fixing the way that I used to think, changing my perception into a more positive one, the law of attraction. You don't know how many times I pay homage to God and my ancestors and the archangels. You don't know. But when you see me here, just know I wasn't handed anything, and I had to build myself up to this extreme. And if you take the time to stop trying to focus on me and try to make me a competitor, your ass can grow too. Virgos, you guys have shown a lot of strength to those who thought they could play on your intelligence. You've had some friends in your life that you thought you had an even exchange and equal reciprocity of friendship with. But in reality, these same friends, you would find them ignoring you. You charge it to the game. Okay, they must be busy. But how busy are you if I see you on social media? Y'all ever had one of those instances where you're calling or texting somebody and time passes you by and like, yeah, I still ain't got a response. But then you just get bored. You get, like, let me just see what's going on Facebook. I'm just bored. Let me just check out my timeline. And that same person that you've been calling and texting is uploading stories on Facebook, posting on Instagram. And these people keep their phone in their hand. All right, so we're going to overlook it 1 or 2 times. Maybe they didn't get the notification of me calling or texting them. Okay. But then you start to recognize that this has been a continuous, ongoing thing every other day, every other week. It's no coincidence that you lose reception. And when you lose reception with someone, whether you're talking to them on the phone, you're video chatting, FaceTime, that what happens when you get disconnected on the call? You call back, right? Right. And when you call back, you don't get an answer. So you text, hey, we got disconnected, everything okay? And you still don't get a response. That's that fuck shit. Let me tell y'all. I am a single mother. I work from home. I have my own tax business. I cook, I clean, I take out my own trash. I mean, there are a ton of things I do in a day. But I always am open to those that take the time out to contact me, because maybe I've been quiet a little too long in hermit mode, or it feels good for other people to be considerate of me instead of me always picking up the phone saying, hey, I thought about you, hope you're doing okay. For me to get that type of energy, I'm open to it. So I'm going to multitask throughout my day what I'm doing to feed back in what I thought was the equal give and take, either with friends, family, whatever. And my response time is pretty quick. My intentions are pure. I don't ever communicate with someone to manipulate them to get anything out of them. I always try to be grateful because having real friends, real relationships, equal reciprocity, those are some factors that just don't exist today, unfortunately. And it makes it really, really hard for a Virgo to connect with people when me already don't trust too many. You know what I'm saying? So when Virgo starts to realize that people aren't putting in the same amount of work effort that they are, we keep mental note of everything, everything, and it gets to a boiling point to where you don't. It's a game of chess and not checkers at this moment, where you come to your boiling point and you make a move. Mm-hmm. Let your next move be your best move in all things. So instead of you being confrontational and overly explaining yourself, because I guarantee you, when you start cutting motherfuckers off, they know what they did to get cut off. They just are surprised that maybe you've allowed it to go on this long. Number two, they're wondering, that last little below the belt hit that I sent their way, I wonder if that was too obvious. Half the time when people get cut off or confronted, it's a little inkling in them that's like, I went too far. Just like when you get in trouble, you can tell your mama start moving differently with you, right? You're like, oh shit, she knows something. She know I done fucked up. Like, where did I slip up? That's the mentality of these individuals you guys have been getting rid of. Like, damn, I probably shouldn't have said it like that. But they can't help it because it's that envy, it's the jealousy, it's the insecurities, it's the low self-esteem, it's the lack of self-worth. It's all of these three-dimensional things that make a person disgusting. Okay? Disgusting. In these type of situations, they can be temporarily blinding because there have been times I'm like, hold on, I know this health ain't sitting up here throwing shade. Out of all the times I'd have stayed on this phone and listened to her brag about how many one night stands she done had, and I never think of her as a hoe or a Jezebel. I never judged her. Or I know this jailbird ass motherfucker who ain't seen the light of day in probably 6 years is not trying to overthrow me and look for insecurities to prey upon. What nigga you think you in jail? Be careful of people that always text you. Sometimes you need to pick up the phone and verbally talk to feel that energy. Because you got people that got a good mouthpiece, especially the ones that's been in jail. Oh, baby, they can write you a love letter. Texting, writing, that's their shit. But when it comes to verbally expressing themselves, verbally answering questions, that's how you find their fault. So y'all been coming across some savvy writers, some savvy texters. And at the end of the day, these people were just trying to belittle you, to see insecurity in you, to prey upon it, for leverage. And I'm really proud of you guys because you haven't been falling for it. Temporarily, it's like the facade they would put on, like, okay, yeah, that was a little cool conversation. But my intuition, my gut, my first mind keeps going back to this same resolution, like, this motherfucker testing me. This motherfucker is trying to strike a nerve. This person is trying to get me out of character. And what the fuck did this person mean by I know a little something with a smile on their face? And how dare this individual try to out-knowledge me? I'm telling y'all, people from jail, they see, and most of them, if they're smart enough, they read. To be honest, if they're brilliant enough, they would take them free classes and get the certificates that are offered. Take advantage of getting a new ID and a new social security card and getting their opportunities in life together, because the same people that fund those educational programs in prison and jail for free be the main employers that hire the motherfuckers when they get out the penitentiary. And a lot of, you can't read no Malcolm X book and think you can con artist the whole world, or think that you're Muslim and you done found your religion, or that you just know so much about spirituality. Reading about it and being about it are two different things. That's just like you reading upon a textbook but never being quizzed on it, never physically adapting to it in your day-to-day life and adding it to yourself and seeing the outcome. You get what I'm saying? A motherfucker can't tell me shit until I can truly, honestly tell that you have had your walks of life. But a lot of these people are just so good with their words, y'all. Don't. When you catch that slick shit, that negative stuff, and your intuition keeps telling you the same thing, this motherfucker trying to find insecurity in you to prey upon. This helper sitting up here low-key jealous, and she don't have no self-worth about herself, or she wouldn't keep having one-night stands with motherfuckers that kick her ass out as soon as they bust the nut. And she can't accept your genuineness, but the homegirls that she do go out with are toxic and caught her weak and belittle her. But you uplift this person. Everything that you do, Virgo, towards people that you care about is of a positive stature. But lately, you've been noticing everything that everyone's been dishing out to you has been very negative and decoded. Now, please, shake that rug out and bring all that shit to light. And let me tell you, how you cut off people is truly up to you. You can reserve your energy and keep it for yourself and pour into something, childlike for yourself. Make your day better. Overlook the bullshit. Depending on the severity of the situation, you could check a motherfucker real quick, cuss them out, put them in their place. Or my best mechanism is just moving in silence. You piss me off, I catch your bullshit, block. You lose all access to me. And that's the key. People want access to you when they want it. People want access to your emotions to tear you down because they see you so much grander than how they see themselves. So all these intuitive inklings that you've been getting, kind of with these same people, and it's the same result, that first conscious mind keeps telling you the same thing, believe it. Start cutting people off. Sometimes the silence is golden method is always best. Always best. Mm-mm-mm. And if people are not tapped into their higher selves, they're not coming into these situations with you, friendships with you, with an open heart, with like-minded intentions. I treat you how I want to be treated. You treat me how I want to be treated. You just don't have room for them. You're just done being backstabbed. You have learned your lessons. You have learned what ignoring your intuition, what ignoring spirit can do for you. It can set you back. And before you know it, it's just those three-dimensional people trying to pull you back and reel you back into that lower state. And pay attention to the people that do reach out to you. Are they reaching out to you with gossip, with Facebook news, what's popping on Facebook? Or are they reaching out to you, trying to help you expand ideas, wanting to brighten your horizon? Iron sharpens iron. Are they wanting to get you out the house and be friends with you? Have they stopped talking to you? Do you notice that you are the only person that picks up the phone and calls them? Cut it off. When you withdraw all the energy you're putting forth towards these people in these situations, pay attention to those that step forth trying to regain you and see if it's consistent. Because a lot of the times it'll just be for a slight moment where this person feels like, got them. I can give Virgo the bare minimum, and they're going to be here waiting. I can ignore their calls. I can put them on a back burner. I can treat them like a last thought. Not thought, T-H-O-T, but T-H-O-U-G-H-T. I can deplete Virgo as a fun and a game without Virgo noticing. Virgo hasn't said anything to me. Virgo hasn't confronted me. Because sometimes every action doesn't require a reaction. And when you can tell that certain people just want you to come out of character, your best revenge is to not to. Don't do it. But like I said, it depends on the severity of the situation. Now, somebody put their hands on you, better fucking ass. So in the meantime, Virgo, chill and be still. Don't go looking for trouble. Trust me, your light is so bright that it even attracts darkness. Trouble will find you, and I hate to say that. But no lie, y'all. Trouble will seem to find you. And when I say that, I always use my work as an example because it just happens to be relevant. I had a supervisor offer me VTO, which is volunteer time off, on one of the busiest days of the week for us to work. So me being who I am, I'm like, hey, co-worker girl, boy, gentlemen, ladies, did y'all get offered VTO as well? And every response is no. That day I stood up for myself at work and I had a really good transaction with one of the customers that called and wanted to have a membership. And I had a question about how to handle this, how to further the situation because the customer wanted more quality of a product that we have, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, I've already ran this person's transaction. Once the transaction is ran, it's out of my hands. And I would have just had to transfer them to customer service. But while I still have them on the phone, brilliantly thinking I don't want to lose this revenue opportunity to gain. So let me just try to reach out to those higher ups that may know the best way to configure this scenario out, I don't want to make a mistake and be in trouble. Sometimes it's not best for you to do what you want to do at a workplace. It's always best to run it across someone higher up just to make sure that you are walking the right path, that you're doing the right thing. Okay. I didn't get a response at all from higher ups that day. And the higher ups that were working that day were not my usual team leads. I said, you know what? I thought about it, prayed about it. My intuition was like, do it this way. This will work out. I said, well, thank you for your help. I'm just going to go ahead and create a whole new receipt. As soon as I took it upon myself and took my customer off a hold, who had been on hold at least a good 12 minutes, at this point, my headset is muted. They're getting irritable, and I'm about to lose this caller. I may have placed an order, but it wasn't for the entire quantity. Unfortunately, they spoke up a little too late, but I wanted to get all of that perseverance at that moment. And as soon as I took matters into my own hands and then professionally corrected people, like, please don't spend time criticizing me when it's too late of me going ahead and initiating the situation in the best fashion. When I reached out for help, you guys ignored me. Virgos, don't be afraid to speak up for yourselves. Defend yourself. That's what you're supposed to do, but you just monitor how you do it. Professionally, handle yourself accordingly. When you in the streets, get down and gutter with it. Sometimes you don't have to be as professional when you from your block, when you in your hood and people trying to come at you incorrectly. So, but when you're at work, be professional. Represent yourself. Show people you're not ignorant. You have class, you have vocabulary, you have patience, you have understanding, you're cooperative. All of those key elements matter. So, because I professionally stood up for myself and made the best executive decision in that situation, and I built gain off of that one customer, I got offered volunteer time off. It means to leave work early without it going against your attendance because the job asked you to leave with an excuse saying that we're just overstaffed. No. We work Tuesday through Saturday. You guys knew and were expecting everyone to be punctual here on this most busiest day of the work week. You guys, instead of me going off, I said, I'm going to take this one-time VTO because in all honesty, I had some personal things I need to take care of. And I'm like, well, I can get it done before 5:30 because I get off at 5:30. So, I'm like, that's an opportunity. My ancestors, my spirit guides, God has just paved the way for me to exit this negative situation, to not any longer be on the devil's playground and let him tamper with me. And instead of me popping off, going off, you are discriminating against me and you didn't ask anybody else if they want VTO. No, I just kept all that solid information to myself. And it's my leverage. I screenshotted all of the conversations of when I asked for help and the length of time that I went ignored. And I sent those screenshots to an higher up above those team leads' heads. That's how you fuck them up, fuck up. Silence is always golden. So Virgos, it's a game of chess. Move accordingly. If it's a professional setting, gather your evidence. Do not confront the situation, even when you know that you're being treated unfairly. Have your paper trail, have your screenshots. Research your higher ups. Access them properly. Email, iTeams, Zoom, however. If you are on your block in your hood, don't resort to violence, but be firm and let a person know, you're about to move with me like that. And when it comes to like old flings and friends, you know what? You just can't take somebody being genuine to you. And so therefore, I'm going to remove my energy. And then I'm going to prevent you from ever tapping back into my energy. So you'll be blessed. Block. You guys just figure out a different way of concluding the situations and move forward living your best life. Being in your childlike behavior, still enjoying life. Because when you remove people out of your way, you feel lighter, you feel freer. You are more capable of getting that much closer to fulfilling whatever destiny obstacle God, the Most High Spirit guys, have called for you to take advantage of. So keep taking those leaps of faith. Keep taking those opportunities to grow, to better yourself. Tap into those spiritual gifts and explore them. Exercise them. Don't be afraid to remove people, no matter how long they've been in your life. Short amount of time, long amount of time. People, if they truly love you and value you, they will treat you better. So keep taking notes of all the little shades and little thises and the decoding and the facades. And keep your intuition on fleek. Don't stop taking the results of what your first mind is telling you versus how this person is acting with you temporarily. Okay? Keep your energy clear. Keep them squares about your circle. But don't kill you, don't hurt you. And just continue to put one foot in front of the other. Take advantage of opportunities that are presented to you, because as soon as you cut off a bad seed, don't be surprised at a blessing that comes right behind that. Okay? And when that blessing comes, don't sit and don't wonder. Just, it's for you. Take it. Don't keep sitting on your creativity and sleeping on yourself either. It's time to broaden your horizons. It is time to step out and take those leaps of faith and allow, you ask for doors to be open. So walk through them. We pray for blessings, but we prepare for those blessings with band-aids because we're so used to being brokenhearted, disappointed. We need to lessen the stock of band-aids for these wounds and start feeding our blessings, okay? And when you feed your blessings, that's when you keep your positive mentality about it's going to be a good result when I walk into this. It's going to be an even better result when I come out of this versus how I came into it. Keep affirming your declarations, okay? Keep affirming how great and stupendous and abundant you are. And when you are releasing these people, these things, these objects, whoever it is, whatever it is that you are releasing, don't open the door back for them. People that want to genuinely be around you will prove themselves. They would look at you, recognize who you are, how you are, and treat you accordingly. So I'm proud of you, Virgo, because we are not anybody's fool. Okay? And we damn sure weren't born yesterday. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up and let y'all go. This was a new type of reading for me, and I feel like I just tapped into one of my other clear audiences, one of my clairs. I just visually saw some things, went off the cards, and I think we had a good reading tonight. I like your energy, Virgos. When you feel those emotions of sadness, please purge, cry. When you have those moments of shout and rejoicing, please give thanks. Please send that praise up to God, because we are nothing without him. Nothing without him. See you later. 47 minutes, 47 seconds. You guys Google what 4747 is, the spiritual meaning. Have a good night.